Hey everybody, welcome back to Listography. Jason and Joe here. We just ranked all 11 Supertramp studio albums, and now we're each going to give you our top 10 songs. Supertramp, of course, won our first ever fan poll, so that's why we're covering them this week. I do want to make a quick mention about the polls. We're going to be posting a new one this week. It probably went up yesterday or the day before, but because we don't always record our videos in sequence, we might not always be able to let you guys know when there is a new poll. So if you want to always make sure you're seeing them, make sure you're subscribing, and they'll show up in your YouTube feed that way. I think we're doing some 80s artists this week in the poll, so check that out. And thanks to everyone that left requests. A lot of 70s requests in the last poll. We're not ignoring them. We'll circle back around to the 70s shortly. But without further ado, Joe, you want to give your top 10 Supertramp tunes?
I do, and they are entirely consisted from 3 albums. My top 3, nothing else had a chance, really. It's just the 3. My top 3, Crisis With a Crisis, Crime of the Century, and Breakfast in America, just dominated my list. Number 10, I got Crime of the Century. Very proggy, maybe their most proggy song. And I love that kind of piano theme that ends, from 2.5 minutes on. Sort of, a great way to end the album. Just a really cool song. Number 9, I have Another Man's Woman from Crisis What Crisis. I think it's complex, pretty, but sort of, a little mean streak to it as well, which I like. Not too peppy and happy. Number 8, I got The Logical Song, another Roger Hodgson classic from Breakfast in America. It's really pretty pop sounding, but it's got these kind of like cynical lyrics to it, which I like. It's not too adult contemporary or anything like that. Some just cool sounds to it. It doesn't sound like anything else really that you'll ever hear. So the unique Supertramp pop sound. Number 7, I have Asylum from Crime of the Century. Just a great, lengthy, complex song, tons of moving parts, tons of different sounds, but it all kind of is weaved together in this great way that, it never sounds out of place. Everything sort of just fits really nicely, kind of continuation of the song. Weird, complex, just a really cool song. Number 6, I have a Soapbox Opera from Crisis What Crisis. Just a really pretty song, maybe the prettiest song. I really like the orchestration and strings at the end, and I think it's one of Hodgson's better vocal deliveries. Is number 5, Rudy from Crime of the Century. This is kind of in the middle of the album where there's like 4 or 5 of these songs that, they're all 6 minutes long, all have all these complex parts, and sort of it just all fits together really cool. And it's just stuff that you never really hear before. And again, it's very unique, sort of, the Supertramp sound. I don't know how else to really explain or describe it. Another kind of really cool piece in sort of the same vein as Asylum. Number 4, Hide in Your Shell from Crime of the Century. Another real kind of pretty, arty, kind of complex pop song. It's not a 3-minute pop song. It's a 5-minute pop song that has just all these kind of different parts, just a unique sort of pretty pop, a little hint of R&B in it. Just a really cool song. Number 3, and this is going to start a run of 3 from Breakfast in America. I have Just Another Nervous Breakdown. I think this is Davey's best song, his best vocal performance. Just powerful emotionally. I love the way the chorus kind of explodes. Cool guitar solo in it. Just a really great song from Breakfast in America. Number 2, Breakfast in America from Breakfast in America. I've always loved this song. I've loved it. It's one of those radio songs where I'll always leave it on if it comes on. Cool, unique sound. I don't know if it's like a clarinet or what they use on it. but it's just very unique sounding, in the vein of the Logical song from Breakfast in America. Just a cool, unique song. And number one, it's always been my favorite Supertramp song. It'll probably never change. One of my all-time favorite songs. Take the Long Way Home. Awesome vocals. Very sort of, I don't know. It's always kind of just got me emotionally. And I love the interplay of the clarinet solo and the harmonica solo in the middle. The way it kind of goes back and forth. Always thought that was awesome. It's a great song, and I've always loved it. And it's one of my mom's favorite songs too. So there you go, Mom. If you're listening, I picked the right one.
All right. I feel like I can already tell I might take some heat for this list. Not a lot of the hits on my list, and not much from Breakfast in America, surprisingly. All of those big singles are kind of right on the cusp, but couldn't crack in. But these are the picks. Number 10 for me is Crazy, the opening track from Famous Last Words, a really cool Roger Hodgson tune. I really like the melody on it a lot. There's an awesome sax solo that I think is really good. Number 9, there's actually a couple tracks from this record, even though I kind of put it down a little bit in the record ranking video. Number 9, I have Lady from Crisis What Crisis. And then I'm back to that record at number 8 for The Meaning, a track that comes near the end of that record. It's got a really cool kind of circular groove to it, almost hypnotic in a way. Number 7, I have It's Raining Again. It is admittedly kind of pop fluff, and if you're a big fan of their more progressive tendencies, you may hate this song, but I love it. I don't know what to tell you. It's super catchy, earworm. It's been stuck in my head all week. Just super, super catchy, memorable song. Number 6. I was kind of surprised to see this on your list, but I have it as well. I've got Soapbox Opera. At number 5, I have If Everyone Was Listening, which is kind of, I think, like the underdog Dark Horse track from Crime of the Century. Maybe the song on that record that gets a little forgotten about. I just think it's really cool, good melody. I like the kind of like jazz band arrangement on it with the clarinet. Number 4, actually the only track from Breakfast in America to make my list, and it is Lord, Is It Mine? I really love this song. Just a really big ballad. I think it's really well sung and just a really good emotional tune, great melody. Number 3, I have from Crime of the Century, School. I really love the way this song builds. It kind of starts slow, but when that groove comes in, it's so awesome. Number 2, I have the title track from Even in the Quietest Moments. This song's a little bit similar to the track I had at number 8, The Meaning. It has a kind of a circular groove with 12-string guitar playing these sort of repeating arpeggios, and I don't know, I really like it. I like the melody on it a lot as well. But my favorite Supertramp song, at number 1, I have Asylum. I just think it's awesome. I probably tend to favor the Roger Hodgson tracks, but this one from Rick Davies is just totally killer.
I'm pretty surprised by your list, I'll be honest. I thought it would definitely be more from Crime of the Century. I mean, you seem to have a lot of, and you have a lot of the songs from Crisis What Crisis that I don't like that much, like the weakest for me. So very, very interesting.
Those 3 tracks that I have from Crisis really stand out to me, and I like them a lot, but like the rest of the record, there's like nothing that I find that memorable. But I don't know. I guess that's my, I'll have to listen to that one more, and you'll have to listen to Even in the Quietest Moments. Give it a few more spins. We'll see if anything materializes for us. All right, well, let us know your favorite Supertramp songs down in the comments. For side 3 this week, we are going to be talking about bands with multiple singers. So check in tomorrow for that. That should be a good discussion. And be sure to hit like, subscribe, hit the bell. Check down below for the social media accounts in the description, and we'll see you then.